everybody, welcome back to the homestead. I'm Mary.
And I'm Eric.
And you hear roosters crowing, and you hear that for a reason. It is chicken processing day here today on the homestead.
Yeah, and we happen to be under what we're going to have as our outdoor kitchen.
Because of the shade, as you know, it is summer.
Yeah, and we happen to get the roof finished on this summer, and our slaughter area down there, the floor and everything's pretty much done, but we wasn't able to get the roof completed, so like she said, we under this for the shade today. It's supposed to be 107 with the heat index and humidity here in South Carolina.
Right, and the reason we're processing today is because we've got some... They've not crowed the entire time I've been out here, but as soon as I start taping, this is what they do. We have 5 American breast roosters that aren't going to go forward in our breeding program. We have 2 hens, 2 roosters that we picked out to be the best.
Out of 10 that we bought.
We bought 10 locally meaning we drove almost 2 hours to go get these. One died within 24 hours, and then we've had 9 survive. We are trying to become as self-sufficient as we can here on our homestead, meaning we want to be able to grow our own meat birds. And an American breast is a dual purpose breed, but it is bigger than your Rhode Island Red, and it has, tell them, baby.
Oh yeah, we have yet to try one far as eating. This will be our first time slaughtering and eating the bird, but they say that it is the best tasting bird in the world because of the marbling in the meat. They claim that this breed here has the best meat taste. It's originally from France and developed over there, but what they do is they feed this bird. You can use the grain that you feed it with, but mostly they use the corn, cracked corn, and they soak the corn in milk 2 weeks to 1 week or somewhere around in there before they slaughter to give it a good taste, yeah, in the marbling in the meat. But we didn't do that. We're going to try it without doing that, and maybe next time we'll do that process. But we're going to see
Did they go out?
if that's true or not.
We gotta check the pot.
I think it did go out.
We have some wind, but here where we don't have many trees, just a little bit of wind will blow out your gas. And as you can see behind me, he's moved one of our cones, and like he said, we're in our kitchen area instead of what's going to be our kitchen area, outdoor kitchen, instead of our slaughter area, because the roof's not done on it. So we've got the one cone. He's got the pot that's heated up with water and a little bit of Dawn, and you do the little bit of Dawn to help with the feathers coming off. Our chicken plucker, and you can't see the birds, but I'll make sure we take a picture of the birds, if nothing else, to have to go with the video.
Yeah, well, I'll get one out. And you can explain the colors. These here have the yellow for one, that made them a meat bird. They're not supposed to have it. All right,
Zoe's gonna go crazy. She thinks
she gets excited. So, stop, Zoe. All right.
okay. as you can see, this lovely rooster, and they're very docile. That's another reason why we're going with this breed as a dual purpose. As you can see, he has some yellowing on his feathers
And on his back.
and on his back.
He's supposed to be solid white, but his feet are blue, dark blue, all the way down to his toes. That is the way it's supposed to be.
If you have one that doesn't have the blue feet or doesn't have the feet that's set right, you don't want to continue that in your breeding program.
And up here on his comb, you want to look for 5 spikes. This one here has more than 5. It's actually 8 or 9.
And you don't, come here. You see, I don't know if you can see it, but you see how it's met, you know, it's not perfect like the rest of them. You don't want to continue that in your breeding program.
Right.
You want them to be even on the comb.
Right. So that's what made these roosters here not a breeding bird, is because of their comb and the yellowing on them. We picked out the white birds. It's supposed to be a solid white bird, and 5 spikes in this breed. So we're going to eat these, and this will be our first out of our breeding process.
And I can tell you that Eric and I have not had to buy meat from the grocery store other than wanting
Hamburger meat for spaghetti or
no,
something.
we use deer for that.
We have.
Um,
We get it occasionally. We'll get
uh,
ground beef.
when his mother's here, she doesn't like deer meat, so we'll get for chili.
Yeah.
We've not bought, because we've had chicken that we've raised and processed here. We've had pigs that we've raised and processed here, and rabbits that we've raised and processed here. So other than wanting kielbasa or hot dogs, we've not bought meat in 2 years.
2 years now.
2 years.
But we got some pigs coming up. We got 2 that we're going to slaughter in about 2 months when the weather breaks.
Yeah, you really need the weather to be cooperative, to be cooler when you're out here doing this.
Yeah.
Like I said, we need the space that they're currently in.
Yeah, what we want to do is we've got our Rhode Island red hens picked out. We have 7 that we want to breed and start a replenishing program for our hens. And we have a rooster, so we need that pen that these guys were in to go ahead and get that going, because we already have a breeding pair for our American breasts, and we have some in an incubator now. We're incubating and starting those, and we've already hatched out some of our cuckoo Moran, and now we want to start our Rhode Island red and get them to reproducing.
And Rhode Island Reds are a great dual purpose too. I mean, they're just not, when people talk about meat birds, they're normally talking about the jumbo Cornish cross, which you can't breed yourself. And then just the regular Cornish. But these have made a comeback, the American breasts have made a comeback because they're dual purpose, and you can breed them at your own homestead farm.
Yeah, and you know, and it's okay to buy the Cornish cross. We did it.
Yes,
But
we did it a couple of times.
Yes, we've done it a couple of years there, and they're a good bird to eat. But we're trying to get away from buying every year. It's okay if that's what you want to do, but we want to be able to reproduce and eliminate that process of buying every year. We want to be able to do it ourselves. To me, that's more self-efficient to keep from buying it from somebody else when you can do it yourself. To me, it's fun. I love hatching out those baby chicks.
Oh yeah.
And watching them grow.
Oh yeah.
Taking care of them. That to me that's a blessing to be able to do that. These boys have grown. I don't know their weight, we'll give y'all a weight after the process of the
This will be a 2-day video.
yeah.
I mean, he will crop it down, but it'll be a 2-day video so you can see weight and
Yeah, because you process today and then you let them chill overnight, and then that's when you do the cutting or bag them whole, whatever you want to do. But that's what we'll do.
And we are going to at least 3 of them. He's gonna debone, and he may show that. You know, this is kind of a spur of the moment. We're gonna video thing. We haven't brought y'all a video in a while, and a lot of that's been due to my health, and I'm sorry guys for that. We're gonna try and do better.
And we thankful for the new members. We've had several to subscribe since the last video, and we're really grateful for that.
We are so thankful for all our subscribers and comments. And if you have any kind of comment or question, just let us know. We have no problems answering. And if you go to our page on YouTube, it has our email address. You can email us directly.
Yes, we love emails. We got a few people that have emailed us in the past and asked for certain videos. We've tried to get those videos out. We have got some of them out, and but that's what we like to do. We like to hear from you guys and answer questions. If we, know the answer to it, we'll get it to you right away. If we don't, we'll try to find the answer.
That's right. And I hate to say it, but with us, you see the good, the bad, the ugly.
That's right.
You literally saw Zoe, the farm dog, trying to...
She does not like me holding chickens. She's fine. You see, she's calmed down. She's walking around. She ain't bothering the chickens. But it's something about her when I pick a chicken up. It doesn't matter. If I pick a chicken up, she goes crazy. She does not like me holding chickens.
I don't
guess
know.
She's spoiled.
I don't know if that's the terrier in her or she's just spoiled rotten by Daddy.
Yeah.
So, we'll show you different parts along. So, it'll be we'll end this little intro right now. And, I'll bring you little parts of what we're doing. But we will not show the dispatching. It's very simple. You just put the rooster in the cone.
And I have a dispatching knife here.
He has that one. I use this one.
Yeah.
And you just cut on both sides of their neck and let them bleed out.
Yeah, make sure you get through the feathers. I work my knife, that's why I use a little blade. I work down through the feathers, make sure I'm on the skin before I do anything. And then I just pull and make sure I cut deep enough, but not literally cut the head off, but I cut deep enough to hit the main artery on both sides.
Okay, so we are so glad to have you with us today.
Yes.
And
it feels good doing another video.
It does. I've gotten away from it. I've gotten some stuff I need to do for y'all.
We got a lot to show y'all. We've done a lot around here. I've been busy. She's been down with her health, but I've been able to do some things I needed to get done around here. Our pigs, we have multiplied in pigs. She's pregnant again. We need to get y'all caught up on that.
Step back.
And we got the dispatching place down here, the slaughter room. We got that built. I need to get y'all videos on that. The outdoor kitchen. We've got a lot that we can do. Get y'all caught up on. So we'll get y'all some videos out. But
So
I'm gonna get this slaughter day done.
We're going to pause right now and we'll see you in a second. Hey everybody, welcome back. Sorry that we didn't follow up yesterday. We had a storm coming in and we were in a hurry to get them done so that we wouldn't get caught outside in a storm. And we had our hands dirty, so we didn't want to touch the phones and the birds and phone.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when you processing birds and video, and it's only 2 of you, and both of you are in the process. So
it's kind of hard. I was doing like the killing part, the plucking part, and she was doing the removal of the inside, so it's kind of rough. But yeah, we're sorry for that. But we did do all that yesterday and let our meat set in the cooler for the 24, a little more than 24 hours now. And we next day, and we're about to cut up our chicken and into the parts that we want to package.
Some things we did notice when processing, these birds have stronger tendons in the joints.
Yeah, they're a little thicker than your normal yard bird or the Cornish cross. These breast chickens have real thick tendons. It's hard to cut through, like cut their feet off, the tip of the wings. They're real thick tendons. We noticed that in the process yesterday. The skin is a little bit thicker where you cut them at the bottom up to their chest plate to open the cavity. You normally take your fingers and just open that up, no problem. I was actually having a problem. She had a real hard problem doing it, but it wasn't just her. I was having a problem. At one point we were getting scissors and having to cut it. The skin seems to be a little tougher. I don't know if it's thicker. It may be thicker, but it's definitely tougher than the other birds that we've processed in the past.
Yes.
So that we have noticed right away. So we just wanted to let you guys know that. These birds, if you do decide to go with them, I've not heard anybody say anything about that part, but they are a little harder to process.
Yes.
But we are going to start cutting them up and looking at the meat. We have not done that yet. And they're a little stiff because they're still cold. They just come out of the cooler. But as far as the meat,
They were ice cold.
yes, they were very cold. But
And we don't really eat whole hens or whole chickens that much. So for Eric to know how to cut up in the different areas that he does, it is so helpful for us. And that's been trial and error, hasn't it?
yes, it has. I've had to learn how to do it. I've noticed right away on this first cut, the red is a lot more redder than most meat. They do have quite a few fatty areas in it, like they say.
I can see the. And he's cutting a leg quarter off
Yeah,
now.
We're gonna just, this time we decided just to go with the whole quarter, leg and thigh. But as you can see there, that's definitely red, and it has more of your fat in
You
it.
can see the dark meat's more pronounced.
Yeah. And there's a lot of fat in that. That looks really good though. I'm curious to see how it's going to taste. And if you look in here, you can see how that looks there. It looks pretty good. But we definitely want to try this to see. And it took me a few processing. When we first got started, I hadn't cut up my chicken. Not a chicken one in my life. But the more I did it, the better I got. It just takes a little practice. It's not really rocket science. You just got to know where to cut it. That's it, basically. And there's joints in here. You just got to know how to cut through them. Just like that joint there, you pop it open, and that's pretty much it. But that's some good looking meat right there.
Yeah.
Pretty good size drums on these birds. These birds we let them grow out a little bit longer, maybe 20 weeks, but that's a good size quarter there. I want to get to one of these breasts here and see how it looks. And it's a little more reddish color, pinkish, I guess
Yeah.
you could say, than most of them.
Than your standard store.
Yeah. But all in all, it looks good. I think we're gonna like it. And like I say, we didn't feed them the traditional milk and corn mash like they normally do over in France before they process. We didn't do that step. We just chose not to.
We're gonna see how these turn out
Yeah,
without doing it, and then
we'll go from there. But I'm trying my best to leave the skin on all this. I want to try the skin. I definitely want to do that since it seemed a little bit tougher. I do want to try the skin on it. But that's a good sized breast. That's the tender there.
yeah, that's pretty.
But that's a good sized breast off of it right there. Can't really tell, but it's pretty thick, pretty big, pretty good size breast off of it. Nothing special. We didn't feed these birds anything. The skin stayed intact pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It did on the quarters too.
Yeah. And they're a very long bird.
I see that with the breast. I mean,
It's very long.
it's longer than my hand.
Yeah, it's a good 6-8 inches long. The breast is. Excuse me.
Now, normally, if you have freezer space, you could keep the bones and stuff to make stock or even bone broth. We currently do not have the freezer space between vegetables and meat and chicken stew that we made. We're pretty stocked up.
Yeah. We're full, aren't we?
We are full.
There's the other one. As you can see, that's pretty thick. Pretty big, pretty good sized breast off of it. Not how well you can tell, but that's pretty good sized breast. They look really good.
I mean, it's bigger than your hand.
Yeah.
Now, something I did notice is the breastbone. It's a lot more protruded on these birds than.
It has a point on it. It definitely has a point on it. Now the wing, believe it or not, did not give me a hard time cutting off. But now the feet, now you can see right there.
That's that tendon.
That's a tendon. They do have a very big tendon in these birds on their feet and pretty much every joint. They're tough.
the process.
Yes.
And we noticed when we were doing it, the necks were bigger, had more meat on them.
Yes, and we kept one just to show you guys. I'll show you on the next bird. And there's that tendon holding on. Same in that one. That's a pretty big tendon, as you can see. It's a big tendon. All their joints are like that.
Let me get a tray, baby.
Okay. But that's pretty much it, and you can get the nuggets off the bottom.
Yeah, we like the
getting,
nuggets.
Yeah, I like getting the nugget off the bottom. After you cut everything off, it comes on the. Sometimes you can get it on the thigh, but sometimes it gets left behind. And I cut them out. Hey, that's a good piece, good nugget size there. That one's pretty much gone.
Yeah, it stuck to the side.
Yeah, it stayed to the side. I got deep enough. But that's pretty much it there.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's a cleaned carcass right there. And it's pretty much clean. Is that what you want it for?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And the one with the neck, I'll grab it. It's a bigger bird too. That one there is heavy. And we were going to weigh these birds and we didn't. But as you can see, I'm going to cut the meat off his neck just to show you guys. I was very impressed with the meat on these necks. We didn't keep them.
Because we got some.
Yeah, we got some in the freezer, but I wished we'd have had room to keep these. I mean, there's meat you can get off and make stock. I mean, this is just on one side. Look at that. Look at that chunk of meat right there. Just off the neck. I mean, that is cool. That is very cool. That's a good bit. That could be a nugget. And like I say, there's meat, as you can see right here on that neck. There's meat all the way around that thing. Right here. It's slam full of meat. It's just meat. You go all the way up. And it's just meat all the way around. And that would make good chicken stock off these necks. Just the necks alone. They're very good. But we're going to cut right now. We're going to go ahead and get all these cut up. Get them bagged up. We get to that point, we'll get back with you. Just hang around.
Well, Erica's cut up all 5 roosters, and we are sitting with 16.26 pounds of meat, which comes up to 3.25 pounds
Per bird.
per bird.
Right. Which, that's an average. We had some birds that would have went close to 5 pounds.
Yeah, and we had 2 that were small.
Yeah, that were real small. And a lot of that has to do with your egg size. Smaller your egg, smaller your bird. If you get a decent size egg and hatch it off, you're going to get a big bird. Smaller the egg, smaller the bird.
But overall we're pleased. We've got, as you can see,
Yes.
a lot of chicken.
We got a lot of chicken. 16 pounds of meat out of 5 roosters, you know. We're pleased with that. We didn't have to buy it. That's the main thing. We didn't have to buy this 16 pound of meat. If I'd been Cornish Cross, 16 pound or 20 pound, you'd have had to buy it.
Right. And, you know, we know how the birds were raised.
Yes.
We know how they were treated.
Yes. And we did notice in cutting this up, there are a lot of marbling in throughout the whole bird. We showed you earlier some that were in the thigh. It's in the wings, it's in the breast, it's throughout the whole bird. And it's very little vein fat, but I'm sure if we do like they do in France, the week or 2 before they kill it and they feed it the milk grain or milk corn process, I'm sure it'll get more pronounced in the meat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And flavor wise too, probably.
Yeah. Well, if you follow us on Facebook, you'll find out just how it tastes because we will be trying it this week.
I'll come home from work and probably be eating some.
That's right. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Keep on homesteading, keep on gardening, and keep on growing.
And keep on canning.
Thank you.